Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today's video is going to be an unboxing of my Aliexpress haul. These are the same color, therefore they can go like that. Also, any shiny surface and a ring light do not mix. Do we already know this or what? Yeah, probably. But I like when everything's in the packaging. And I wish that there was daylight so that I wouldn't have to use a ring light, so this would look nicer, but it is what it is. So I'm going to open a few of these things because they're all kind of like duplicates anyway. These are just different styles, but all the same thing. And I'm gonna open these so that we can talk about them, and I'm gonna come right back. Okay, so last night, I ended up getting two different calls from two different nieces, and I stopped during the filming of this video to take those calls. And the first time I turned off my camera to conserve energy, and then I turned it back on and I thought I hit record and apparently I didn't. So with the lovely movie magic that we can do here, it's the next morning. And that's why all of these things are already on, and you know, whatever. I sat here for 10 minutes and talked to myself, which I normally do, but I didn't record. And then the second phone call, I turned off the camera again to conserve energy, and then I hit record. So when I went to edit this morning, I had the beginning and the end and none of the middle, which is the most important part. So I'm gonna do this again, and it's okay. And I think it'll be even better because I didn't have the Hobonichi cover and I didn't have my Moterm cover. I had to go and dig them out because I had already put them up. And I think people are interested in this. So let me see where I should start. I already opened these, so we'll talk about them at the end of this video again. Okay, so these are the three Kinbor planners, and then this one is the actual just notebook. So I made a joke, which was pretty funny at the time. It's probably not going to be as funny the second time around. I was like, let's flip through this, shall we? So let me zoom in so you can see this. And I was thinking about instructions, and I thought about those dads out there that like flip through the instructions and don't actually read them just because, you know, mom's looking, and then when she's not, they just like throw them away and they just get to work. And sometimes things come out even and sometimes they don't. I feel like I'm that person because this is all in a different language anyway. At the top there is some English and it tells you what it is. So this is schedule. This one says annual target, 21-day plan. That looks cool. And then this one says favorites, and they're just showing you kind of how you can use them. So that's pretty cool. So we're flipping through this just so that we can say that we did it, and then we're gonna move on, and that's okay. So this is the 24 solar terms. Okay, very cool. I actually like, some people draw things like this. I can't doodle, so not me, but you know, other people. So that would be a nice page to kind of put some things on, but leave the doodles because they're pretty. Anyone else? Very nice. This is kind of a nice thick little instruction booklet. So these were some other covers that they had. I chose this one. These ones were a little bit more, well, these two rather were a little bit more childlike, and so I didn't want them. I try to stay away from like stripes and stuff like that, and I don't know, zebra print and animal print is just kind of weird. I'm just not cool enough for that. All right, so that is everything we can say that we looked at. Didn't really read it, but that's okay. So I wanted to start with the covers. I ended up getting 3 of these. They are the clear cover with a design on them, and they are very cheap and junky, so I want to let you know that right away. They are structured just like the Hobonichi, so they have the pocket here. They have the pen loop, which looks smaller, which I might appreciate more because I feel like The other pen loop is just so big that some of my pens, they just like swim in there. They just like dangle around. I'm like, that doesn't look good. And they have like the page holder here and a little pocket in the front, just like the standard Hobonichi. But this feels like a very flimsy plastic. I did get some covers, some A5 covers from, what is their name? Nanami. And I think a lot of people have bought from them before. So if you ever got covers from them, it's very thin and cheap kind of plastic like that. I'm really scared. I was scared and I was very careful when I pulled this up because I was afraid I was going to actually rip it. So I got 3 of those, and then the Moterm cover, which a lot of people use with the Hobonichi Weeks. I think I'm a little bit too close. So I know that people are going to be curious about if this fits in here or not, and so was I. I grabbed my Hobonichi from last year. This is the Arrival cover, such a beautiful cover. I just love it. And I'm going to size that against this. And it seems like they're pretty similar when it comes to the hardcovers, excuse me, at least. Both of these are hardcovers. So they're pretty similar in the width, but not in the height. You can see that there. It's this Kinbor is a little taller. Am I saying that right, Kinbor? I wanted to say something else. And this is a little smidgen wider, but not too much. So the dimensions are not that off, but they might be off enough that the clear cover of the Hobonichi might not work, and that is true. So let me grab this one. So I know that you guys are going to be interested in, oh, this ring light is so angry at me. I'm so sorry. I wish that winter would be over so I wouldn't have to use it. This is the cover that I bought that fits on here, and this is also a hardcover. And so I think people are interested in whether or not this is going to fit in here with the cover. And the cover is made by Never. And the answer is yes, it does fit in here. You don't have to struggle or anything like that. It just goes in very nicey nice. So this is the, I don't know, I guess I want to call this the second edition Moterm. The first edition didn't have a back pocket. So the second one does. There might even be a third one out there because I do know that there are some Moterm covers that are cut wider. And I think this is just the standard one. So it's not cut wider if you wanted to put 2 Hobonichis in here, but you can. Or should I say faux Hobonichis, Kinbor? Kinbor, yeah, I'm saying it right. In here if you wanted to. So this is without the cover. So they both fit in here just fine. And if you move them to the edge enough, they will go ahead and buckle if you put it on the first one. Snap with no worries there. Looks fine. It doesn't look like it's stretching the material or anything like that. This works out really great. So if you're interested in getting one of these covers and you were wondering if they will fit, the answer is yes. The other question you might have is about the Hobonichi Weeks cover on cover, the clear one. So this one is the Hobonichi Weeks cover on cover. I bought this for this year, and I didn't end up using it, remember, because I got the beautiful cell cover that has like the picture, what is called footprints, and so I didn't want these beautiful lines that are really cool to cover that. So anyway, I put it on this one. This is the soft cover, so it does matter. The hardcover ones would not fit in here. At least this one wouldn't. It's a lot thicker, and this one is thick as well. And I was really going to like rip the edge. I want to say the seam, but this is just, you know, I don't know what they do, like use heat to get the plastic to melt together. I don't know. Anyway, I was really scared that it was going to pop and rip. So I stopped doing that with the hardcover ones, and it did fit the soft cover. So there is that. I will say about these soft covers, this is just like a pleather. And if you try to make it stay open, it works pretty okay. You can see it pops up a little here and there, but it's not too bad. And I know that some people have that issue with the Hobonichi soft covers. I think they're like the sneakers. They tend to not want to lie flat, but this one's doing it. Look at it all on its own. So not too bad. And this is again the Hobonichi cover. You can see that this doesn't have too much structure to it, so you have to kind of like bent it back in place. It's not that serious, but also it's kind of stupid. So I wouldn't recommend the soft cover, but you do you. I did put it in here without the cover on cover, and it doesn't add that much structure because this is like, for some reason, this one is really like a flimsy one that you can just roll up. So I wouldn't recommend this if you wanted to give this more structure. Just wouldn't do that. I also ended up getting a clear cover on cover. I don't think it's by the same company, but I couldn't tell you because it's in a different language. So the one struggle that I found with this is like a thicker plastic. It's more like the traditional Hobonichi cover in the thickness. However, it doesn't have the page holder. So here's the page holder, and that keeps your place. But I also use this to go ahead and use these little Velcro stickers. You've seen that before. I think it's Sam Plans that I saw it the first time, but who knows? I don't know who originated that. But you stick it on here on this side. You kind of leave a little bit of a gap so that your pen can fit in here. And I don't have my Hobonichi near me. That's why I thought I grabbed it, but I guess I didn't. I was writing in it this morning. So anyway, this one is so flimsy. I'm a little scared that it would rip. So I don't know. I might try it out. I might not. And if I do, I'll let you know. But it's not the best quality of plastic, the one that has the little designs on it. And this one that doesn't have it, so I can't use the little Velcro thingies. So I ended up not using this one and using this one because I'm gonna give this to my niece and I wanted it to be more structured. I'm thinking about also putting some cardstock inside here to give it structure. I did cut out a piece of cardstock to put on the outside and that worked okay. It still didn't have the amount of structure I wanted. I'm just not a soft cover person anymore, I guess. Well, I mean, I like the Moleskine soft covers, so that's a lie. I love those. But for some reason, whatever paper they used here, it's just not thick enough to help it be sturdy. So I might try that, or I might try out the, what's it called? Acetate, and put it on the inside of the cover to give it some more structure there. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is this. So this is my Galaxy Exploration. This is my planner I think I'm going to use for just short fiction. I like to write micro fiction in here, and so I sliced it here in the back. Again, sorry about the ring light, it's just annoying. It looks like I cut out like a whole strip. I didn't. I actually just sliced it once, and because it kind of moves and stretches, it looks that way. I did cut out a little bit of a square here and here because it was pulling on the plastic when I used the closure, and I wanted the closure just because I did. I could do the same thing here with these, but again, I feel like this is so flimsy, it's gonna rip when I try to pull it off and on, so I don't know that I would recommend that. But I do like this cover on here just because it is white. Now this cover actually feels like it has a pleather that's wrapped around a hardcover, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit thicker. This one just feels like a standard cover. And then this one is more like the Hobonichi. It's like this one. Let me know what this material is called down below because I don't have the words for it. But anyway, it's similar to that. So this one's my favorite and it is a hardcover. So we can start here with this guy, and I'm going to zoom in for this. This is actually just the notebook with the grid on the inside. So it actually doesn't have any kind of a planner or scheduling at all. It's just blank pages and it's so cool. I kind of wish that it had the numbered pages at the bottom. It's missing that, so that's sort of a bummer, but the rest is really nicey nice. I don't know how many grids there are on here. I might have to count and then flash it on the screen. It does have a line down the center, vertically and horizontally, so that you have this cross here, which is easier to break up things and be able to count things, so that's very nice. It does come with 2 ribbons, and these are actually a better quality than the Hobonichi Weeks, which I think is pretty funny. And of course I have in here these guys. I've seen these forever on Amazon, and you've probably seen them in other people's videos as well, and I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna get these. I've seen them for a few years now and I never have, but I am just obsessed with page flags and post-its, so I finally ended up getting packs of 2, and they were cheaper on Etsy, so that's why I got them, and I really like them. So here they are here. And these are what the dot ones look like. And the only thing I can really tell about these that are a little bit different from getting these from a more expensive place like Cloth and Paper is that they look somewhat scratched. Do you see that there? It's probably focusing on my hand, sorry. And it already came like that. And it was only actually like the ones that were on the top, probably because they got scratched when they were putting them into the plastic. I don't know. The rest of them look a-okay, so who knows. But I ended up getting these and I'm excited that I have them so I can mark things. And also I will show you that I ended up getting 9 packs because I'm a little out of control of these washi stickers. I absolutely love a good washi sticker. And they're all different designs, so I'm not going to show all of them, but if you're ever looking for washi stickers, I will try to link them down below. It's so weird because sometimes when I link things from Aliexpress or I try to go to people's links from Aliexpress, they don't always work. So I don't know if we're all just doing them wrong or what, or maybe those shops aren't open anymore, but I will put links down below. So this one's really cool. I love it. I love it because it has this astronaut in here and it's sort of like going with the theme of space on this one and then the theme of space on this one. You can see that. There we go. Now we can look at the structure on the inside of this one. Okay, so we have like this kind of silver paper. It's very flimsy as a fly leaf. Then we have 2022 down here at the bottom. It says weekly. And these are like in order. Usually the year that you're on comes first and then everything else. So I kind of like that this is in order. Enjoyable. Next we have 2 months to a page or 4 months to a spread. And this gives me a lot of space. I would actually use this because the other thing they have doesn't work out for me in the Hobonichi Weeks. I never use it. So you get the full year and then boom, you get the first month of the year. So you don't get an extra month before like you do in the Hobonichi Weeks. This is a Monday start. Saturday and Sunday are highlighted, one in gray, Sunday in red, like always. And of course holidays are in red as well. And so you get the entire year and that's it. They don't give you anything extra to forward plan, which is fine because I rarely do anyway, and I usually have my new planners before the end of the year. The beginning of the last quarter of the year, so I mean you also probably. Right here it says yearly plan. This is really nice. You have January through December down here in these small boxes, and then you can just write something or put pictures there. And then you have a plan of a new year. That's what it says, 2-page spread. So you get 2 spreads before the weeks actually starts, and I like that division between the months and the weeks. It's very nice. So this is the first week of the year, which starts December 27th, 2021 and goes to January 2022. January 2nd, excuse me, of 2022. So that's really nice. You get some icons here. It looks like we have a glass of water, an apple, a little guy running like for exercise, and then toilet paper. Because some people need to know how much they poop. Doctors want to know. Mommies want to know, right? So there you go. Then this is divided into thirds, just like the Hobonichi Weeks with the dots, but not actual lines. You still have this stupid line running down here, but I am grateful that if you've ever watched the 10 Things I Hate About You video I made, these pages are very white, and I like that, and they're not that disgusting, you know, French vanilla. So that's a plus. Also, no quote, so you can extend these all the way almost to the end, except I don't know what that says. Is it on every page? Yeah, it's on every page. Maybe that's a proverb, which is fine because it's less, it takes up less space than a quote. So anyway, I appreciate that. That is very nice. So on the side here, you can go ahead and see that it has all of the months, all 12 months. This says weekly on the front, and then it has the year right there on the spine. On the back and the bottom here, it says Kinbor Creations. So very nice. Then let's see how much of the weeks do we get? So it goes until the last week of the year, which ends on January 1st of 2023. And then we have an index, and look how nice this index is, you guys. This is much better, just much better all the way around. Okay, and so then we get our numbered pages, and I like how the little numbered pages are in gray down here. That is a really nice touch. We still get that edging all the way around the grid. So it's on a layout, which means we'll have the same amount of squares across and down every single page. And we end up getting 78 of those pages, and then it goes into schedule, annual target, 21-day plan. So this is really nice if you wanted to try a new habit. And it goes backwards. So it starts at day 21, and here's day 1. Is that backward? Like how does that work? You're counting down, right? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not even in frame. So day 21 here, day 1 down here, counting down backwards, I guess. Huh. I don't know how I would do that, but cool. Favorites here. Get 2 spreads of that. The social relationship. Okay. Social, are they talking about like social media? I think, maybe. And then it says encyclopedia. And this is all that stuff that, you know, we were looking at in the back of this guy here. Not in the back, excuse me, in here. But it was in different language anyway, so I skipped over. I still love the way these look, so I don't want to cover them up. Maybe I'll put some washi samples back there or something like that because it's really cute. And this is personal information, and the green one comes with 1 cream and 1 of the dark green that matches this, which is beautiful. It's like a hunter green. Loving it. And so I'm not going to show you the inside of this one, nor am I going to show you the inside of this one, because they're all identical, just like the Hobonichi Weeks. It's just the covers that are different. So we have the soft cover, we have like the pleather cover that is hard, and then we have just the standard regular hardcover that has more of a different type of material on it. Okay, and that has been my Aliexpress haul. I hope that this was helpful to you. And this gives you some information about the Kinbor, and I am going to do a comparison video between them and the Hobonichi because I'm interested to go in more depth for those of you who are also interested. And I did get these. I highly recommend getting them on Aliexpress because they are a little bit cheapy, and I would hate to pay that much on Amazon because, you know, I'm cheap. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited to have all 9 of these. I'd show you the backs of these, but I think the ring light is going to get super angry. Let's see. This one is beautiful. It's like a misty, dark forest and weather. And that is everything. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.